Back everyone and welcome to my channel. Good to talk to you once again. And what a battle. You think you have been seeing all. Guys, this is one hell of a battle and you're never gonna believe. This is absolutely a murder matchmaking, and we have a huge pleasure to watch this absolutely awesome captain from EU server. I do believe he is. And his name is Jammci. And he's the tier 8 battle cruiser HAWKE, the British battle cruiser HAWKE. And guys, Northern Lines, 3 submarines and 2 CV. How bad can it be? At least you are, you are actually top dog. It could be worse. I mean, nonetheless, you can face tier 9s and tier 10s, right? So I guess it could be worse, but 3 submarine in each team and a CV. Guess who's the first thing the submarines are going for? You slow battleship. And I believe you can definitely see you have a defense, you have speed boost, but no hydro, and of course I have eel. So I'm still grinding this line. I will make a special dedication video how you should try to grind your any line. What is my tips and tricks for new players? I very much believe there is shall we say another way than a random battle, but there is for only tier 6, 7 and tier 8. But I will make a special video about how I would do it, and I'll definitely show you step by step and tips and tricks how you can trying to grind from tier 6 to tier 8. I do believe that all the way to tier 5 you can grind any line pretty easy, but the real grind it started from, let's say, tier 6 and all the way to tier 10. But nonetheless, guys, this is northern water. So far so good. Colorado, its first shot or second salvo. Yeah, there is, by the way, US submarine at 11 kilometers away. Very good. At least you have 2 drops. That is very good. I'm very fan about those ships. They have at least 2 drops, even if you can, let's say, have a bad aim, because it was not easy to aim for that submarine. You know, he never used his ping, so he did not quite really reveal his position. The only one who's spotting was actually the carrier. And I believe, guys, the carrier and some what do you call it, destroyers, especially British and German destroyers, are the one who can outspot other submarines, but also, you know, friendly submarines like U-109, for instance. And nothing crazy. Oh, Chahov, it's a light cruiser, I do believe, with smoke. Yeah, I do believe so. No, once again, guys, the gimmick about entire British battle cruiser line are actually all about the guns. You do not have the best armor, you do not have the biggest guns, you do not have the best of everything, besides pretty, shall I say, punchy, good guns. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's kind of important, guys. I mean, what the hell you have the best armor when you feel like a slug, and what the hell does it fulfill a role of a battleship without any sign? I mean, it's serious. You still have to wait roughly 25 to 30 seconds. Yes, 29, 30 seconds. That's a reload time, and you have to make sure that whatever you aim, it will hit, right? So 10,900, that was actually pretty good. It was 5 pen, of which only 1. And this should be a better drop, definitely. And I do like it. Okay, he's got ping right now, and there's a torpedo on the way.
Torpedoes, direct front.
There isn't a whole lot you can do, to be honest with you. It just, yeah. That was a very good aim. Was 2 critical hits for that submarine. Now you can definitely see what kind of he stopped in the nick of time. This is you say how you do how he done it. He has close his speed, or break the speed down and turn at the same time. This is how you post. By the way, this team was absolutely potato because they die left and right. And one good thing is that friendly submarine is still alive. Is, I don't know, trying to cap or something. Okay, this Ochaha, I do believe he has 8 kilometers torp, so he is within torpedo range. But I do honestly believe this should. Just look at where he's aiming. Yeah, you know what happened? I do believe I kind of forgot to mention the Royal Battle Cruiser line have this extremely short AP fuse. What that means that you won't make a lot of what you call overpan for anything extremely light. Like let's say for instance Smolensk or Atlanta. Most of the battleships and battle cruiser will overpan Atlanta, overpan Smolensk. Not in this line. Yes, you do not have the best armor. You do have some kind of AA protection. I'm just saying some, but definitely does not. You do not have the German real battleships armor. You cannot tank. However, you can do decent damage to a real battleship. Very unfortunately, only 2 pen for 5,000 damage. But you have decent maneuverability, and you also have speed boost, which is fine. And man, you also have torpedoes. Yeah, I wonder what kind of torpedoes you do have. I do believe it's it's 8 kilometers, 61 knots, 15,000. But you probably only have 1 or 2 or something like that. Anyhow, no super heal, probably slightly better than a regular heal, but nonetheless I do believe you have to be very careful. But one really nice thing about the entire British line, or battle cruiser line, are short fuse AP, which they will do massive damage versus anything light. So that it's that. Very good that he helped a little bit with Tirpitz. He has some help. That was 20,000 damage to the extremely, what do you call it, well-armed battleship, because that is a real battleship, right? And I do believe the friendly North Carolina nuked him, but I do believe that was a good, a very important kill, because otherwise this game would not be how interesting it is. The enemy team are still 2 points, not just 2 points. They are 200 points ahead, but what I'm trying to say, 2 kills ahead, 7,800. So with all I see it, guys, it's not a rail gun, it's not Synops guns, or I don't know how to explain it, Vladivostok, very tight shells arc, they are not, but they are pretty damn accurate, and you can definitely count of everything you shoot, you should hit your target. That's what I'm trying to say. And you do very little overpan. The enemy team is about to win, and it's a very important that together you can create some kind of AA bubble. You put a speed boost on and you have AA defense, which is good. This is how you're supposed to play. Stay tuned with your battleship line. If someone is like Tirpitz pushing, don't let him go, because he's just farming Piñata versus submarines, and definitely versus any CVs, you know what I mean. But staying together, you can create some kind of a bubble. And there's 3 planes down, 4 planes down. Even a tier 8 CV have kind of a struggle to survive versus, let's say, any 2 or 3 battleship at tier 7 and tier 8, which they are closer within 3 kilometers from each other. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, there's a lot of ships going on over there, guys. The whole battle, it's about who's who's gonna survive and who's gonna literally defend. Be all fight. It's about Bravo, Vladivostok. He wants to find a target. He does not quite know which target is the best, juiciest target. 6,800. I mean, sure, you could have done better. Okay, this is the Italian battleship, and Key is very healthy. Vladivostok, King George. Yeah, I do believe that Vladivostok really needs some help. You know, you once again you have 30 seconds of your. Okay, all right. I don't know if that was a good trade. Very unfortunate to not. Remember, Key also have torpedoes, so keep that in mind. You do not have hydro. Enemy Vladivostok is low HP pool. There's 3 battleship here, of which King George, all of them, they are very, very strong. Are they all going for the torpedoes? Okay, torpedoes torpedo did not manage to do any darn. Let's see this salvo. 15,800. Okay, torpedoes. I do believe that this Vladivostok kind of forgot that he has only 2 torpedoes. Yes, 2 torpedoes, but they do massive damage. Alright. Oh, he received a huge damn hit over there. Okay, North Carolina killed the Vladivostok. He also have torpedoes. Remember that, guys. But Key player kind of played too poor. He shown too much of his side. Yeah, and those HAWKE's guns can definitely. Oh man, this is what a brawl. Yeah. Once again, he was not quite alone. He was a torpedo, and it also has a North Carolina behind him. Probably, I'm just saying. Probably, like, oh lord, what the hell was that? Oh man, that was 6 freaking pens. This, ladies and gents, when you're facing tier 7 battleship, which have less armor than, let's say, North Carolina torpedoes, you name it, man, you just go like butter. Holy cow. Guys, what the hell was that? And just suddenly, even though the enemy are still ahead, and he's burning this captain, alright, this salvo is kind of important. He has very low HP pool right now. Yeah. Thanks God the Regio. Okay. I kind of forgot it was 3 submarines and 4 CVs. Holy cow, guys. How the hell did you survive this type of battle? For me, it's a mystery. By the way, it's 193,000 damage. Confederate high caliber, and almost killed this Shukaku. Definitely North Carolina should have finished him off.
Engine boost activated.
There's only 2 CV left. Oh man, what a battle. But I was the most impressed. It was holy cow versus anything light and 1 tier lower, like this King George. He was bow on, but he received whopping damage. I mean, that enemy Shukaku, he knows how to, how do you call it, zigzag. That's kind of very, very unusual for a carrier to zigzag. But anyhow, I still believe, barely right now, just in this minute, the friendly team have, what do you call it, upper hand in points, because they were behind points all time. That was close to 10,000 damage, those 4 pen. I do like the guns. I do believe that's the gimmick about this entire line. The very, very, shall I say, reliable guns. I mean, don't get me wrong, North Carolina and many other US also have good guns, but they are kind of a floaty. It takes ages for aim, and you have to lead a lot. That's what I'm kind of saying, but they are very hard hitting them as well. But this line, it's a mixed bag that I kind of dig. Let me know in the comment below. I do not own HAWKE yet, but I'm still grinding, you know, this line. I believe it's a great line, and I believe if you like your battleship, also called battle cruiser, I do believe they have a very unique play style and unique niche. That's what I'm, but very impressed about the guns. Holy cow, guys. That salvo versus King George V, it was something that I cannot forget. So, yeah, I do believe this gameplay together, staying together with the Tirpitz and with North Carolina, and there was a lot of ships at Bravo, but they managed to nail it, guys. They really managed to have a good impact, and now it's just, well, it is just two battleship and submarine versus Regio. You should never be afraid about the tier 6. I mean, yes, they can still drop you. However, this captain does not have any more A defense, any more heal, and that's it. Okay, he might be actually be still dropped. Regio is still going for torpedo drop, even though he might lose all the planes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, he got dropped. But once again, Regio paid with 3 planes. That was a little bit bummer. He beached himself right now. So once again, I kind of forgot to mention, you still can be striked by a tier 6 carrier. And actually, the most powerful weapon this what do you call it? Carrier have, it's this AP bombs. The AP bombs are not a joke. Nobody can spot the enemy CV anymore. Alright, this actually could be nasty. If he will receive a citadel, he can actually die, this captain. Trust, believe me or not, I know exactly what I'm talking about. But he managed to have a defense. 32 planes down. And this, ladies and gents, will seal the deal. I do believe this is the last salvo. And thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know in the comment below what you think about this awesome British battleship line. Have a good one, take care, and catch you in the next one.